The World Economic Forum, or WEF, believes that job churn in Indian labour markets will be lower than the global average over the next 5 years. Job churn or job change refers to the expected job movement, including creation of new roles and elimination of the existing ones, as a proportion of current employment. This excludes situations where a new employee replaces someone in the same role. A recent report released by WEF suggested that the Indian labour market will witness a 22% job churn, compared to 23% worldwide. The churn in Indian labour markets will be led by technology-driven sectors like artificial intelligence and machine learning at 38%, followed by data analysts and scientists at 33%, and data entry clerks at 32%. While this seems consistent with India's digital push, a different set of numbers raise fears. The latest multiple indicator survey from the National Sample Survey Organization reveals a few shocking truths about the basic IT skills of India's youth. More than 70% of Indians between 15 and 29 years don't have the skill set of sending emails with attached files. Nearly 60% cannot copy and move a file or folder. The numbers are worse when it comes to other skills such as connecting and installing new devices or transferring files between a computer and other devices. What does this imply for Indian youth who are relatively new to the Indian job market or about to enter the IT sector?
Definitely deep implications for those who are entering the workforce at a time like this. Because if our youth have the basic learnability skills, then they can be taught to learn whatever new technologies are coming up. First and foremost, we need to realize that using technology, we can customize learning paths for different individuals. Second, it also helps with the fact that this learning is now at your fingertips, literally. You don't have to deploy teachers on the ground in remote areas of India, but all you need is basic hardware, a mobile phone. Thirdly, it is extremely scalable. So you're not constrained by the supply of talent when it comes to teaching.
We need to unpack this challenge or issue in two parts. One is that the influence of technology in our day-to-day life and how adept we are. And the second part is that how you're actually consciously acquiring skill sets, which helps you get yourself employed. Large part of Indians do not still have, the influence of IT or technology, possibly. But I think in the youth, that dynamics completely changes. Yes, now technology and skills or degrees or qualifications is still accessed by a small minority in the country. And if we don't ourselves acknowledge it and democratize technology educations or access to the skills which are required, then we'll miss out on a huge opportunity.
Meanwhile, labor-intensive sectors like accountants and auditors at 5%, operations managers at 14%, and factory workers at 18% are expected to witness the least churn.
So I think most organizations hence will right now not get too bothered about churn or anything else. I think the only thing that they would focus on is on how we can keep whatever employee base that we have, or the kind of talent solutions that we can have. Essentially, it's the right blend of talent solutions to ensure that we always have access to the right skill set. One of the biggest challenges the government faces that while the government is organized as verticals, issues about employment and skills are horizontal, cuts across all different ministries. And while there are different initiatives, the initiatives are not talking to each other to kind of fructify as achieving a common national goal. I know there is a Ministry of Skills, there is a Ministry of HRD, but I'm not too sure. I mean, I commend some of the work that they are doing, whether they are able to kind of bring together the entire ecosystem as one.
So, how can companies prepare for the job churn they will face? Is India's skilling ecosystem robust enough to rapidly fill in the demand-supply gap? Experts point out that given that the MIS numbers captured the nation's reality for FY21, it would be incorrect to peg the demand-supply gap in India's IT skills as alarming. However, they do underline that the government needs to take a more comprehensive approach to addressing the skilling needs, especially in the IT sector, to make sure that the demand-supply gap can be rapidly remedied.
If you like this video, share it and subscribe to Business Standard. For more news, views and insights, log on to www.business-standard.com. Do also follow us on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Telegram and LinkedIn.